Well, what is going on, Agape City? Brad here coming at you on a Labor Day morning. Hopefully you have the day off work. Many of you do today, I know. Hopefully you can get outside and enjoy some of this beautiful weather and go do a hobby. Go lighten somebody's day, make us somebody smile. Let's go out and share that love today in our community, Agape City. It is a beautiful day to get going. Yesterday was a powerful Sunday at church. We wrapped up the series on Job. If you missed it, definitely go back in the app and watch those messages. But yesterday, the part that filled my heart so much was our elementary ministry. The last 2 weeks when you were coming into church, you probably saw those bins to your left. The kids have been collecting loaves of bread, boxes of cereals, non-perishable food items, and our elementary ministry has partnered with Bountiful Harvest to do the Lunchbox Buddy program, and our kids they've packed up lunch boxes for non-perishable food for families who had food insecurities in our community. In the year 2020, that number was 18,000 families in Livingston County. 18,000. 3,000 of those were children. They believe that number's risen about 8 to 10% all these last 4 years as food prices have risen in these last few years. And so it's just awesome to see our children serving one another, truly serving their neighbors, and doing hands-on ministry. I love it that, Haley and her team, they're not just putting on services for our kids, they're teaching our kids how to serve. And adults, we could do likewise. We need to stop just showing up for an hour on Sunday. We need to show up every single day when we walk out of our homes, when we go out into our community. We need to have eyes to see. Is there anyone I could be helping? Ears to hear. Is there anyone asking for help in those weird ways? People very rarely say, hey, could you help me? But people sometimes they talk to themselves like, I just don't know where I'm going. Have you ever seen that, like at a grocery store? Like someone picks up like, wow, these beans are really expensive. And they're like kind of talking to themselves, Like have ears to hear those things and like, hey, can I get you those beans? Let me buy those beans for you. Or whatever the thing is. Like just when you are aware that the people around you are your neighbors and you're aware that Jesus says, love your neighbors, man, that's where the adventure of life starts. And then as you start leaning into these opportunities to serve one another, that's when you see how God uses you right now in the area he puts you in charge of. Not in the cosmos, not in the, in other countries, not even in the government. Like we can't put hands on in those areas, but we could put hands on in our community, and those can be hands of just love and serving and getting your resources to the people who need it. Our elementary ministry, they modeled it for us. Agape City, if you have the day off today, get outside and look for an opportunity to help someone, and let's be a light, all right? Make sure you're checking the prayer section in the app. Make sure there's so many people asking for prayer, so many people who want us to be praying for them. So, and those numbers have been going down. Keep it 100. I'm calling you out, Agape City. If we're going to be a church that loves one another, we need to check in on this from time to time. Let's pray for these people so these people know this. People are lifting them up in prayer. Their brothers and sisters in their church are lifting them up in prayer. It takes 1 minute to pray for someone when a prayer app comes in. Turn a notification on, get that prayer request, stop for a minute, pray for someone, let them know it, and then move on with our lives, because I'm telling you, we are going to help each other out. Agape City Church is not a church where we just show up. This is a church where we show out how we live every day for Jesus, and I love it that you're on this journey with me. Have a great Labor Day. I will see you all later on. Peace. We out of here.